It's 5 reasons why I love you and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81, Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington side. I had one hell of a time, it's rock and roll till I...
Welcome to the Green Tea Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for this Wednesday, the 27th of January 2021 edition of the video log. A big thank you and much appreciation for everyone who has liked, shared, commented and subscribed to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the mass vaccine hesitancy that is happening in New Zealand. A study was done last year showing that 57% of Kiwis had hesitancy about receiving a vaccine, experimental and highly under-tested vaccination. And this really is uplifting and inspiring for common sense, for unity. People are uniting, people are standing up, because we see in the media, we know the media in New Zealand, the government pays them millions of dollars. So effectively the media is not independent and impartial. They are bought and paid for propaganda arm of the government. In Canada it's the same, and other places around the world. So the government pays the media to keep them going. The media pushes the spin that they would like. You see on our national news, every person they interview co-signs with the lockdowns and restrictions. They co-sign with mask mandates, anything of this nature. They make sure that they are pushing that narrative, which is an influenced narrative, and people can see through that. It is not correct. And I have talked to many people, and one of the questions I like to ask people is, would you take this vaccine, this experimental, highly under-tested vaccine that has been pushed by the self-appointed health minister for the world, 10 push-up Bill Gates, shout out Mike Martin's channel. And most people, even if they have bought the narrative hook, line and sinker, say no. Common sense is prevailing. And here is a clip from a Massey University study, a Massey University article, which is a New Zealand university, showing the amount of people with common sense and free thinking around this experimental RNA vaccine. Great news. More than half of New Zealanders, 57%, say they would be uncomfortable getting a vaccine that was rushed into production. Almost a third, 29%, think new vaccines carry more risk than older ones. And this RNA experimental, highly untested injection is one of those. Understanding these public wise concerns will help government and public health agencies to prepare, particularly in light of conspiracy theories, aka conspiracy facts, and general vaccine safety concerns. So that was really positive to see that so many people are using their common sense, and we have the right to choose, and I'm completely okay with people choosing to take. One person I spoke to did say they would take. One person said they would take it. And I'm all about freedom and choice. And as we see around the world, people are getting forced, like in England, they're talking about lockdowns until September, curfews in Spain, Holland, and Denmark. People are standing up. There's rioting happening. People are getting angry, and they're at their wits' end really with these draconian, controlling, authoritarian, communist-style governmental approaches that are being used on the people. And In Canada, when people have been protesting, the police are picking up they're arresting more people, giving out more tickets for peaceful protesters. And this is conflict. In some ways, if people are getting into conflicts and rioting and this sort of thing, it allows them to tighten the screws. They're saying, look, people are rioting and we can use these other measures to lock it down, tighten it down more. But I like in England during their lockdown last summer, a hard lockdown they were in, it was a summer's day and people just went about their lawful business and activities. Friends and family went to a beach. Thousands of people just went to a beach peacefully with children and this type of thing, and the authorities just stood down. There was no conflict, there was no rioting, no fighting. And this is very important, that we unite with each other, connect, and they want a conflict and a pushback where there is a physical altercation that allows them, in my opinion, to tighten the screws more. Although it didn't matter when there was Black Lives Matters protesting, they let that slide because that's the virus understands that was a protest that needed to happen. And if we get to a stage where a vaccine can be pressurized and mandated and forced, the battle is lost. We are, that is global communism has won, tyranny has won. If there is a state where we can get to where they can influence and pressure people to receive this jab. Support for restrictions on anti-vaxxers, people who choose their New Zealand Bill of Rights to refuse a medical treatment as free sovereign beings. A majority of New Zealanders support restrictions on people who refuse vaccination. Travel bans 61%, restricted entry to public places 57%, and restrictions to their children attending school 50%. They are among the measures that find support. People are less willing to consider a higher tax rate, 28%, and reduced pay, 30%. Generally, the majority have a positive attitude towards vaccination, but a significant minority say they have previously refused to get vaccinated, 16%, and refused to get their child vaccinated, 10%. Global communist dictatorship, much increased tax rates, restricting people's children going to school, travel restrictions, all for people who use their God-given right to refuse a highly under-tested vaccine. These are the sorts of things people are getting upset and rioting about. We need to stand up peacefully. We just need to go about our lawful business. We can use our words. We can get active in other ways, because this is clear to see. These things are out in the public. Last year was the year of the Great Awakening. Millions upon millions of people have now seen what is coming, what people are trying to do, and they don't like it. They value their freedoms and rights as free sovereign beings. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Have courage, speak your truth, support each other, have faith and have fun. Peace out. The green tea team knows
what we do in life echoes in eternity.